Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, you're truly Dirty 30, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, he got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King 2 Gold in the building. Bro, what's good?
Hear he, as we toast to the one and only, the voice that gets the moist, Mr. Dirty 30 himself, the franchise,
Yes, sir.
the 29,000 engineer of the year. My guy, I salute to you, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Hey man, look, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, sir, man. What an honor and a privilege it is to celebrate 3 decades of dominance here on the GOW, my brother, man. As we got the Friday night block party going on, as man, we got Friday night Smackdown followed up with an AEW Rampage. Then tomorrow we cap that thing off with an AEW Collision, followed by a Super Cap with that Forbidden Door. Oh yeah, right. You know what? Never mind. No, tomorrow you're gonna handle your business. We're gonna worry about that on Sunday. Sunday gonna be AEW day. So tonight tonight. We're gonna celebrate with the folks, and then tomorrow it's gonna be tomorrow. All right, now with that being said, man,
weekend, bro, you got to go do something for yourself, my guy. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Earl? You got to go do something for yourself. What up? Man, you're kicking it with me tonight, but you got to go do something for yourself tomorrow. So no, we gonna do what we do Sunday live and direct here from the East Side Compound. So y'all already know what it is there. So
yes, sir.
We gonna kick it and enjoy the block party tonight. The 30-30 block party celebration, baby. That's what it is. So grab your drinks, grab your food, sit up, get your remotes, and man, let's sit back and relax, man.
All right, so what I'm about to do right now, man, I'm about to run through what happened on the Friday Night SmackDown match card. We're going to talk about the important stuff, and then that should lead us to the end of the main event and headed into the beginning of AEW Rampage. All right, so with that being said, man, we started off.
Your time. We got time.
Oh, yeah, so we started off tonight, man. We had the Usos come out, man. The Usos came out, and they made it known. Hey, look, no more bloodline. It's us. It's the day ones. And, Jimmy and Jay said, hey, look, despite all the turmoil, despite the cracks in the foundation of the bloodline, despite the fact that our baby brother has chose to align himself with the cuz, not even his own people. He's like, we can forgive y'all because that's blood, that's family. But the one person we can't forgive, the one person who don't get a pass is that snake in the grass for the last 40 years, and that's Paul Heyman. Because, Paul Heyman is the culprit, man. Paul Heyman is the guy that's in the ear of the tribal chief. And the tribal chief is in the ear of the baby brother. And now the Usos like, hey, man, look, here comes civil war. It's going to be us versus y'all. And it's on like a pot of neck bone, bruh. Tonight, we got it official. Jimmy and Jay, they said, hey, look, it's official. We drew the line in the sand. Solo, you picked your side. Roman, we understand what it is. Heyman, we don't rock with you, my boy. Hey, on a scale of 1 through 10, man, in London next week, how much are you looking forward to seeing this tag team match, or do you think it's going to end in shenanigans?
I think it's going to end in shenanigans, but I think it's going to be a good match.
Okay.
At least for that most part, man. It's good that. Oh, damn! Sokoa just ran through Sheamus through
that barricade. Yeah.
Damn. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Match over.
I'm about to say, we still got 5 minutes left. So what type of shenanigans about to happen?
Yeah, match over. Oh, Sheamus about to go crazy, or Pete Dunne about to come out unless he's hurt. And if he's hurt, ain't nobody coming down for him.
I don't know, man. Riz the Frizz got to get his get back.
But he ain't 100%, boy. The boy can barely breathe.
Damn, dude. Do you see that knot in Sheamus' leg?
Yeah, boy. I don't know if that's just not or the way his I don't know if that's not or just the way his leg is laying.
Right.
Damn, now he might got a knot. Dude just fell on his leg.
I was like, yeah, man, his leg look a little. I don't know. Oh, we got the Usos. Yeah. As we got Jimmy and Jay on their way down to the ring, man. They about to lay the smackdown on baby girl. What?
I mean, I think Roman there. Just because we ain't seen him don't mean
Ooh.
he ain't there.
You know what? Yeah, you might be onto something. I sense a spear coming. Super kick, bow. Number two.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Give him three. I don't know. We still got 3 minutes left. Oh well, I guess he was right. Never mind. What the hell? I don't know why SmackDown been going off early lately. I don't know what's up with that.
Man, because they about to run commercials until the next program comes on, until the news comes on.
Hell yeah. Hey, Fox said, all right, man, get y'all asses up there. We got
All right. We got Roman ain't on, so we good. We get in the show early tonight. Roman ain't on. We get in this show early. We ain't got to go over.
I think it's crazy that Roman Reigns' entrance lasts longer than half these people average match times.
Man. Solo getting back up. Bow. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Hey, what they say? Down goes Frazier.
Down, man. Down he goes. Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Uh-oh. 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 They ain't done. They ain't done. They ain't done.
Uso
They
splash
ain't
on that
done.
ass.
They ain't done. They ain't done. Now, who? Oh, that was bad. They ain't want to hurt their little brother. Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hurt your little brother.
Hey
Oh.
man, hey, you know at the end of the day, man, you know y'all
Oh.
still got the same daddy.
Oh, how sweet. You didn't want to hurt your dad, your brother. Oh, you didn't want to hurt your little brother. No, baby brother. You my baby brother. You don't want to hurt him. You
Hey
gonna
man,
kick
you know
his
they had
ass
to,
on Sunday.
yeah, that part.
Right.
Oh man,
But no. As far as the Usos and the tag team match,
yeah.
I I see shenanigans. I can see it being a good match, but
Hmm.
I do see some shenanigans. Not sure who really gonna come out with it though, because shenanigans could lead to anything. But most definitely, it should be a good match. It's good to see Roman's gonna make at least one of the out of town trips. He couldn't make Puerto Rico, which you
Right,
know,
right.
he could have. I think if he would have made Puerto Rico, that just would have really blew the house off, but the roof off. But um, going over to London, Money in the Bank. I I'm gonna be honest. It's a great match. It should be a middle of the card match if it does not start.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it should be the main event. Um, since for Seth and Finn Balor are defending a world heavyweight championship.
Right, right,
If
right.
one of the Money in the Bank matches isn't the main event, the last match is definitely the world heavyweight championship. Which I can
Right,
see
right.
cashing it in and trying to if they want to play it that way. I doubt if they do. But yeah, no, it could be a really good match. Really something excited to see. We'll just have to wait and see till next Saturday at 3 o'clock.
Right,
Midday.
right,
It's a
right.
midday show, man. I actually can't wait. We at your spot there, man. Or we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, I say, yeah, man, we'll get it popping. So we had that. Then we got a recap of LA Knight attacking Rey Mysterio last week. And then, of course, the first match of the night was none other than LA Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
versus the Hall of Famer himself, the biggest little man in wrestling history, Rey Mysterio, as LA Knight ended up picking up the victory. And so we had that whole situation. So, a pretty decent match, man. Even though LA Knight is technically booked as a heel, man, he is massively over with the fans, man. So it's crazy because I remember I asked you, and I know you still sticking with your guns. You don't see him as a main event guy. I don't know, man. I think if he continues on this trajectory, depending on what's in the cards, I'm not saying he's gonna face Roman Reigns or anything like that, but I think he could prime himself, man, probably within the next 6 to 12 months to at least have a little run towards the upper half of that card there on the back end.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no, it's. I'm not. What dude? Will Ospreay is tripping. Uh,
He
I'm
said that
sorry.
boy Willie. He
Will,
said that boy Willie tweaking.
man, he tweaking and twerking. That's That's what was going on, man. I thought I was tripping for a minute. Like, wait a minute, what am I watching? Like, is this how the show kicking off? Is this how the show is kicking off? Um, LA Knight. I
Yeah.
do think that I do think LA Knight could be a good mid card talent. Again, um,
Okay,
I don't
I
know
just saw it.
when.
Hold on, wait. I just saw what you saw with
Yeah,
Will Ospreay. That was
yeah,
a little much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Little much. Sir Strickland versus Tanahashi tomorrow night at Collision. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, that's damn. Didn't even know. Damn. Okay. Shit. Damn, man, that threw me off. LA Knight. LA Knight is good. LA Knight is definitely talented. He's definitely got he knows how to talk. He has charisma.
Yeah.
It's just about getting the character over. He's done that, obviously. So do I see him being world champion, WWE champion? I'm still saying no. But can he be United States, multi-time United States Intercontinental Champion? Yeah, he most
Yeah.
definitely. And maybe one day, if he sticks around long enough, maybe he'll get that championship. I mean, unless he does something to a point where it's like it's unanimous, like it's undeniable. You got to put the world championship on him. Now, if he can get himself to that point, then sure, maybe. But I don't see that. So, it is what it is. Earl says, remember when I thought Roman would cause a DQ and Solo would blow a fuse? I still think it's a possibility. Yeah, that could be a strong possibility. Which is why I say we can get some shenanigans. I'm just not sure how it's going to play out yet.
Right. Because anything is possible on the island of relevancy. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so we got that. Then we got Solo Sokoa attacking Ridge Holland backstage as he hit that boy with a mean Samoan spike. Down goes Ridge the Fridge. I said down goes Ridge the Fridge. And then look, man, we get a women's match for the women's tag team unification match, man. We got Ronda Rousey and
Which
Shayna
wasn't a
Baszler.
bad match.
Not at all. Versus Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. Yo, actually, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, they actually dominated the majority of this match as Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey spent most of the time on the offensive, which I thought was, a very good way to go. One, you got Dawn and Fire. They're a pretty good tag team. They're good, really good individually. And then when they put them together as a tag team NXT, they're really starting to catch fire before they got called up. And for a team like Baszler and Rousey, I really like how this match went because, on paper, you would look at this and just assume because it's Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler that they just going to run through any and everybody because that's what we got used to seeing. So I would say this before I ask you about the match. I just want to give Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, both of these women, their flowers because they got the tag team championships. They fought for it. They wanted it to be taken seriously. We're going to get them defending on all three brands like Sasha and Bailey wanted to do in the first place. And I really think you can help elevate these women's tag team divisions all across the board. And I think Ronda Rousey, despite how we feel about her as a wrestler, she's still a huge name. And we already know what Shayna Baszler can do. She's got that, that credit. So, man, I want to ask you, I know you said you thought the match was pretty good, but overall, where do you see this tag team reign going with Baszler and Rousey in the future?
If possible, all the way to WrestleMania. Um, but
Okay.
that's
Okay.
I mean, if you gonna try to
As the
build,
champs?
yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like if you're gonna try to build a legit team to truly beat
Yeah.
them, you're gonna have to build a legit team. I know Liv Morgan came back tonight. Okay, Liv and Gonzalez, cool, but I don't have Gonzalez staying in a tag team for very long. Like I feel like
Yeah.
very soon, maybe after they have their little rematch rivalry with Ronda and Baszler, I feel like after that, she's going to end up transitioning over to her singles run. Somebody to fight Raquel. I mean, not Raquel. She is Raquel. Somebody to either fight Ripley or
Yeah.
depending on what happens between Charlotte, Asuka, and Belair, one of them three by the time we get to WrestleMania. So so that's where my standpoint is at. A second thing that the one thing I am a little disappointed about, is that they didn't have the NXT women defending the championship enough. You drafted them to SmackDown. They could have defended the championship a little bit more on the show, or they could have been more on NXT. I feel like they didn't do like they got drafted up and we barely seen them. I really
Yeah,
feel like we barely seen them. So that's the kind of one thing I kind of hated about it. It's like we didn't get enough of them. We didn't see enough of them. You could have showed a little bit more of them. So when we got the challenge, when we did, it didn't have to come out of nowhere. You
yeah,
could have kind of seen it coming because you had this new tag team that was drafted up, and they're the champions when you got champions already. So it's like you could at least did that. You could have gave them a few more matches on SmackDown and a couple of times they could have defended the championships just to build up that at least a little bit legitimacy. Because I don't think they had the titles for really a long time. Like they had just really won them not too long ago before being drafted
yeah,
up. So it ain't
yeah.
like they were champions for like a year or so. Like no, they had really just won them, and they didn't really do too much with them. But I feel like they could at least put them in a couple of tag team matches and did something with them. But overall, I like Amber Fire. Don, I want to see more of her, but definitely want to give Ronda and Shayna their due. If they do what Sasha and Bailey was supposed, well, if they do what Sasha and Bailey weren't allowed to do, because it's not like they didn't want to, they wanted to do it, they just didn't make it happen. Um,
Right.
then yeah, I see this being pretty good, and maybe they'll lose, but I have a feeling they'll get the titles back, and I feel like it'll still come down to WrestleMania. Do you see WrestleMania being
Earls,
where one night is all women's matches and one night is all men's? Um,
that'd be different. I don't know logistically
I won't say
how.
an entire night, but I will say maybe one night will have mostly women's matches. Like
Yeah,
because I don't think that they're not they're okay. They got enough women to keep you interested in the main women's titles. Okay, as far as WrestleMania being a big match, um, and they have a few talents like Raquel and others that are gonna come up or are coming up, so they'll get some type of opportunity or whatever. Now that you have the women's tag team belts, you can add that. But then I don't know how many too many one-on-one matches are going to be WrestleMania quality. I just be
yeah,
real because not every dude is going to be on the show. Not every guy is going to be on the show. Only those with the quality of putting on a WrestleMania performance because WrestleMania is a memorable moment where you want to remember almost any and everything, regardless of how good or bad it is. It's a memorable moment. So, obviously, if you're that popular of a talent or you're that good of a talent, you're going to make the card. I don't think they have enough women for that, unless, which I don't see them doing, is if they stop doing NXT pay per views and added the women of NXT to the pay per
yeah,
view. Then yes, they can do an all night women's one night WrestleMania with all women if they added the women of NXT. If you add, well they got rid of they just merged the NXT Women's Championships. That would have been a nice little extra thing, but I maybe that would help, but outside of that, no. But I think you can get a night where you might get most of the matches might be women. You might get one or two men matches, but then like there'll be like four or five women matches, and it's like that's way more than anything.
right, right, right. All right, man. So then after that, we get a segment. We get that boy Grayson Waller. He came out, host of his show, the Grayson Waller Effect. He had Pretty Deadly, one of the up and comers in the main roster. They came out. They had a nice little chat, but that was quickly interrupted by Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. Because why? They want to smoke. So we ended up getting a match, man, with Pretty Deadly and the Street Profits, which is actually, again, another pretty good match. Pretty deadly. They've been pretty solid since coming up to the main roster. But to be fair, they was pretty solid at NXT as well.
Yeah,
Street
they were.
Profits.
They
They've been
weren't. They
solid
weren't
for a
one of the
long.
best. I would say they weren't one of the best tag teams in NXT. For a reason, NXT UK and when they got over to NXT. So it's not like excuse me. Ooh, that went down the wrong pipe. But they definitely have they've definitely put in that work. and they definitely, earn that, that go, that they just got called up, and they've already earned themselves a championship opportunity. As we just got Will Ospreay and Will Cobbs and Swerve and them winning their match starting off Rampage. Uh, but yeah, something could come out of that. It really could.
All right, then we had that. Then we got a recap of Belair and Flair last week, with their whole segment in ring, and then of course we get Adam Pearce and Bianca Belair backstage, and Pearce pretty much tells Bianca Belair that she would be barred from ringside from when Asuka and Charlotte Flair had their match for the SmackDown. Well, excuse me, not the SmackDown Women's Championship, for the women's WWE Women's Championship.
I say,
I forgot. Yeah,
put some
I
respect on
forgot.
that
We got.
championship now.
I said we got rid of the brands, and then Bianca Belair, she kind of looked irritated. She looked pissed off. But I feel like somehow, some way, we're gonna get what's the word of the day? Shenanigans. I feel like Bianca gonna somehow find a way either during or after the match. So that's that.
Right.
And then after that, man, speaking of Charlotte Flair, man, we got
We got
and then after that, man, we got Lacey Evans versus Charlotte Flair, man. Of course, Flair won. Oscar threw some of the worst punches I've ever seen Oscar do. I'm like, golly, Oscar, come on now. But yeah. So yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Lacey Evans,
Come on, she been getting a lot of heat, brother.
a lot of heat. You
Oh
know
my,
what? Okay. At one point, I wasn't really down on her. I was more down on the company. Who, as
right,
Adam
right,
Cole was
right.
getting ready to do the baby, but MJF decided to play his music. Uh, I saw a Bleacher Report saying that MJF is going to make his first ever appearance on Rampage tonight. Which if I think about every Rampage we thought of watch,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't recall him ever being on Rampage. Wow, that's crazy.
No, he's always only been on Dynamite, and if it wasn't Dynamite, a pay per view.
Wow, but Lacey Evans, man. At first, I was down on WWE because I feel like they kind of wasted someone that they had. But now I'm not thinking that way so much no more. I mean, I still think they're part of the problem, but now I'm starting to just she's starting to go into that Dana Brooke era with me. Um, and I don't want to feel that way about Lacey Evans because she's not bad at all. She actually has something good about her. I just need them to figure out. Oh snap! Somebody got in the ring and beat down Adam Cole. But I just it's disappointing, bro. It's really disappointing to see where Lacey Evans has gotten to where I don't think no matter how many times you reboot her, no matter how many times you try to bring a different type of Army Marine service, type of gimmick. I honestly, man, I just don't really think I don't think there's no justice for her. I don't see her coming back from this at all.
Yeah, so my thing is, will Lacey Evans? The problem is when she was out for that while, and then she first came back. It was like the fans were really behind her when she first came back with the new gimmick. When she lost that whole sassy Southern Belle gimmick, she came back, with the little Beyonce one piece in the marine, the marine pants and everything like that. I'm like, all right, cool. She has something, but the only thing was before she debuted, you had her for like 2 months straight cutting these sad ass vignettes about her dad and being an alcoholic and the childhood. It was just like, bro, they try to force her to be a baby face. And it wasn't like,
It
oh,
was force of
you're a
sympathy.
baby face.
They,
Yeah.
they had the sympathy, and then they kept going with it, and then it's like, all
Yeah.
right, now it went from sympathy to just, dude, I'm tired of hearing this. Like, damn it, can she do it? Okay, we know she had a hard life. Cool, we understand that. Can she get in the ring? Can we see her in the ring? Can we see some action, please? We need
Yeah.
action, Vince. Like, can she stop talking? Stop talking, Lacey. We don't want to hear you talk no more.
Yeah, and the crazy part was with her promos, they just got longer and longer and longer. It was like, all right, it went from
More
30 seconds to like
pictures
two
and shit.
minutes.
Like, damn, man, we all chill
Yeah.
out. Hassan, what's good, man? What's going on with you? It's
And
Sonic
then
the Hedgehog birthday. Don't try to play the hood tribal chief. It's his birthday.
man, right. But the thing is with Lacey too, like even when she first came out, she got a nice move set. Like she actually is pretty athletic in the ring, and
Yeah, it really is.
she's got the look. It's just the character they flip flop. It's like it's the Big Show all over again. It's like soon as something don't work with her, they switch her. And then they take her off TV for months. Then they bring her back, give her another month.
She
Something
did get
don't work.
she did get
Huh?
pregnant. So okay, she did get pregnant.
Yeah,
So that time off, her coming back, that should have been enough time for her to get rebuilt right. And like Earl
yeah,
said, man, he says my issue with Lacey is she doesn't wrestle enough. And that was my biggest issue. It's like I'm tired of hearing you talk. Like
yeah,
I get the story. I get what you're coming in with. Cool, no problem. I'm with it.
right,
Let's see you get built up and let's see that in ring. Like at the end of the day,
yeah,
we want your character development, but it's still world wrestling entertainment.
yeah,
Wrestling, okay?
yeah.
I need to see the wrestling aspect
Wrestling.
of you being in this ring. So it's just disappointing, man. But you know what, man? Let's go ahead and finish thing off because we already a half hour in.
Yes,
We got
sir.
MJF, then got Adam Cole jump Aussie Open with Swerve Strickland and beat down the best friends of Rocky Romano and a couple other people. It's Forbidden Door weekend, so Tony Khan putting things together. So let's go ahead and run through the rest of the SmackDown and talk some of the 80s.
Yeah, and like I said, man, so the main event ended up being we ended up getting that boy Sheamus, the brawling brew himself, going up against the baby bro, Solo Sikoa. And the match was actually pretty cool, man. It was a hard hitting match, very aggressive. You got Solo putting Sheamus through the ring, and not through the ring, through the barricade, and of course the match had to get called off. And then
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Solo was about to be on some BS, and then out come the Usos. They super kicked his ass to oblivion, and everything looked good until we got that that very lackluster Uso splash. But we know what that
And it was
was. So
the baby brother, my baby brother. It's my baby brother. I don't have a baby
we
brother.
got that. And then yeah, man, that was that. I mean, SmackDown was okay. It was we knew what it was, man. Next week we gearing up for the big show, so that they couldn't give us too much. This is one of those SmackDowns that we didn't have Roman Reigns taking up 3 or 4 segments, which he's often the most entertaining part of the night. But I will say this. I will say this. I like what's the words you like to use, man? Easter eggs, foreshadowing,
Yeah.
foretelling what's to come. Because the rumor mill has been that Paul Heyman, low key, might be trying to get Solo Sikoa for his services, and to see the way Paul Heyman was looking at Solo Sikoa when Solo came out, I'm like, okay,
You see
Paul
a young,
plotting,
you see a young
Paul
Brock
plotting,
Lesnar again. He see a different
yeah,
that's a beast
yeah.
that can
I,
just dominate and win. And
yeah.
he don't really need people to help him because he's such a dominant force. Where Roman Reigns, he's a dominant force, but he needs people to help him win. I noticed something, man.
What's up?
Man, people like stabbing Roman Reigns in the back. Like Roman
Yeah,
Reigns just got a thing with people just, if it ain't a chair shot, it's a super kick. It's just,
yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah,
Roman just regardless if he's a good guy or a bad guy, man. People just gotta think about, man, just stabbing him in the back as we got the Acclaim coming out because everyone loves the Acclaim. But yeah,
yeah.
no, but I like you said, everything was just set up for next weekend, which is fine. We'll get Roman next week, prior because the show will be supposedly in London, whatever. I think that SmackDown will be in London. Um, but we will have a undisputed tag team title match. Like I said, tonight's show was actually pretty good. I'll give it a 3.2. The main event was good. The women's tag team match was actually really good. Those are to me, those are the two best matches on the night. Period. Uh,
Right.
so I was good with that. We got a championship match. We got a nice main event banger, and then of course, the Usos. They came back to be the wardens of the Uso Penitentiary, man. And we ain't heard the Uso Penitentiary.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that. So right now the ass boy is just going through some jobbers. This ain't even important to really go through. But it's been good. It's kind of good to see them back as the wardens of the Uso Penitentiary, man. Um,
Yes, sir.
it's just interesting to see what's gonna happen next week.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited. Next week we're gonna be, I believe, in London. Are they not at Wembley? Is that in Wembley? No, the O2 arena. This is gonna be at the O2 arena.
They're at the O2.
Yeah, so I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. I know this London crowd is gonna be hype. Anytime they go over to the UK, man, them crowds are just some of the most rabid, most passionate, intense fans. So with this being a premium live event, a pay per view, you already know, man, they gonna up the ante. Cause them people would then spend a pretty penny to watch them WWE superstars come over there and do what they do.
Because they
So
don't
I'm
come
really
over, they
excited
don't come over
about that.
too often. So you got to get them when you can. And I think they saw by not having Roman Reigns, by not having Roman at Puerto Rico, what it could have been more of. If
Yeah,
he had been there. Um, but it's all good. He'll be in London. Uh, the bigger question at hand is who is going to actually be the new number one contender. Roman's got to fight somebody. You can't keep having tag team matches. You you
right, right,
you were
right.
mad at the Usos, so you decided to try to go get the tag team titles. That didn't work out for you. So now you got a problem with the Usos, so you got to have that issue. And after that, somebody's got to be showing. Somebody's got to come up and show up and say, "Hey, man, I want a title shot." SummerSlam's coming up after Money in the Bank. It's SummerSlam. What's
You
happening?
you 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 want to know? I have a random. I got a. I got three and two possibles. I got
Earl, I like your
I,
answer.
I got yeah, I got Jay Uso, I got Jimmy Uso, and I got Solo. Those are the three obvious ones. Cody ain't not yet. Cody ain't yet. Now, my possibles, Bobby Lashley or a surprise return in Drew McIntyre.
I mean, possibly. And Earl, you have been shouting Solo and Heyman on some sneaky shit. Uh, yeah, those are some good possibles, but it's SummerSlam, and let's be honest, um, he's about to break Pedro Morales' record
He
soon.
I said he did that tonight.
He did that tonight. Was that tonight he broke his
Mhm.
record?
Tonight. Yep, that's what they said on SmackDown. He broke that tonight.
Oh shit, never mind then. But then I don't know, man. Could he lose at SummerSlam? He could, but it really depends on who that person is. Like
Nah,
I
he ain't
honestly,
losing.
I would love to see Bobby do it, but I don't think they'll let Bobby do it. I think Bobby just be another casualty. I wouldn't mind Drew getting it because Drew, I mean, they owe Drew. They owe Drew. Last
Yeah,
night out, you
yeah,
owe Drew. Drew, you
yeah.
owe Drew, bro. So it's like if he don't do it, cool. Could we see Cody somehow finesse his way, maybe get a Money in the Bank briefcase? I don't know.
Here's the thing.
But
Here's the thing.
I don't
Because
see that
he
happening either, though.
because he never won the WWE championship. Well, Roman ain't got the WWE championship no more. So what good is it for Cody to be Roman now?
Well, the title that Roman has is just for Roman. That's his belt. I told you that I think it was you that reported that the Universal Championship was just more for him because he has
Yeah,
that's the title that has the title reign. Like, yeah,
yeah,
he's the undisputed champion, and and he because he's the undisputed champion, he's got both titles. So yeah, you give him one single belt, but again, the title reign is for the Universal Championship. It's not it's not on the WWE Championship. He won that last year from Brock. He won when he came back. He beat Pete not Pete Davis. Wow. He
Pete
beat Braun
Davidson. Oh,
Strowman. He beat Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt for the Universal Champion, and he's been the champion ever since. So that's the title that has a championship. That'll be his championship when he ends, when he finishes, or whatever. And I think they'll go back to the WWE championship because I don't see you getting ready. I don't see you getting rid of the brand title. You're not getting rid of that title. So
right,
in the
right.
Universal Championship, it can have this title reign with Roman Reigns. It's got a nice collection of champions as far as people who have won the title. Um, so yeah, somebody can beat him and retire it and bring back the WWE the franchise title.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro, are you listening to
I
this
know,
bullshit?
no. That's why I kept talking. I didn't even mention it. I didn't even say anything about it because I've been waiting for the two. I've been waiting for the two dudes to attack the Acclaim. I've been waiting on them to do this, and they haven't done it yet. And they just standing there
Bruh,
dancing
what?
horribly. She,
Why are they moving like that?
I don't
What is
know.
up with people tonight, bro?
I'm not even talking about this when it's my turn. We ain't even got to talk about it. We gonna skip past it anyway.
Uh,
Oh, QT Marshall. That's now I see why. But yeah, no, I saw that and just said, oh no, I'm gonna keep talking about when I'm talking. so, so we, so it's yeah, yeah, man. Oh man. How about
oh
that
man,
NBA draft, man? How about that NBA draft?
hey, that boy Wimbiana,
Hey,
yeah,
number one.
number one. What the first? What they say he the first one without college experience. Who was that? Since 26. Who was it? 2006
I
or
believe so.
2016?
I want to say six. It seems like it's been a long.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Uh
yeah, yeah.
oh.
So,
Uh oh. Uh oh. Johnny Elite's back. Oh,
oh yeah, I
Johnny
forgot.
Elite.
Yeah, they did say that he had signed with Impact. I mean, not Impact. Oh my God, AEW.
I thought he had, well, I know he came by and then he had left and went to do some other stuff.
Yeah, they said he actually been in talks with them for a while ever since Taya got signed.
Oh my god. Johnny Elite's back. All right.
So is that the name? Because you were a little bit ahead of me. Is that the name they going with now, Johnny Elite?
I mean, that was his name when he came in, when he showed up. I'm just going with it myself. I mean, they said Johnny Mundo, but I said Johnny Elite because when he showed up to AEW, he was Johnny Elite.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Man, I don't know what kind of baby's blood he been drinking. This dude has not aged. He been in this game for
Hey,
20 years.
yo, ripped as hell.
Maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe his body ain't aged. Hey, did you see that boy is 1-0 in professional boxing now?
Who that?
Johnny Elite. He had his first pro boxing match like about I think a month ago now. He won via knockout.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hey,
Johnny
my
Elite's
boy up here.
real. All right. I know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my boy out here doing parkour, flipping over shit, and knocking motherfuckers out at the same damn time.
Bet. Sky blue. Ooh wee.
Yeah. Sky
Yeah.
blue, my favorite color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiera Hogan, rocking the blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mia Yim. Whoa. Yeah.
Well, I can't go there with you.
uh, what?
Oh man, yeah. She all right.
I'm talking about blue. I'm not talking. I'm talking
Yeah,
about just blue. Just blue.
her blue ain't good enough for me.
Well, you know whose blue is good enough for me. Uh, what is her name?
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah. I didn't even let you get the name out. Yeah.
I knew
He
you.
said, Murr, yeah.
I know you talking about. I knew you was going with.
Uh,
Oh man, we got all right, man. So look, that's SmackDown. Then we
yes,
talked
sir.
enough about that, man. Right now, Rampage. I mean, let's be honest. Rampage is pretty much just gearing up for Sunday night, man. You just got a few matches going on. Like I said, we had Aussie Open with Cobb and Osprey, and there was one other the other person I can't think of his name, and it was a Swerve Strickland and a 4-way with Trent Beretta, the best friends, Rocky Marciano, Chaos, and one other New Japan guy. I didn't hear the name because we were talking about something else as we were looking at the women's Owen Hart tournament bracket right now. Is that what we got going on right now? Um, Pretty okay match. Nothing was really too crazy. It was just it was just a good way to start the show outside of Will
Right.
Ospreay twerking on somebody's face with his balls. But
Man, yeah, that was a
yeah,
little what's the word?
I mean,
Egregious.
whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Um, but other than that, the match was okay. They ended up winning. Then of course, man, Adam Cole tried to come out and cut a promo, but MJF, on some shenanigans, had him jumped.
Yeah.
And of course, after he had him jumped, he came in the ring, talked shit, and walked back out. And then, of course, man, now, man, we are at Kira Hogan and Anna Jay.
No, that's Sky Blue, bro.
I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. So see, you did
I
that.
did.
You did that.
I
You
did
did
bring up the fire and flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, because you said her last. See, that was the last thing I was thinking about. No, we got Anna Jay and Sky Blue. in the women's side of the Owen Hart tournament. Um, Actually not bad if Sky Blue wins. I think it'd be pretty good for her. I think she's come up enough. But Anna Jay's definitely put in that work. So if she ended up winning, I'm not surprised. She's almost kind of becoming a good vet now. Like she still got her quirks of one, but she's definitely improved since day one.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, to see how far she's come, the one thing that I mean, and congratulations to Ty Mello, but man, dude, before the whole announcement of her and Sammy getting together, then that kind of changed the creative plan just because of the crowd reaction.
Right.
Dude, Anna Jay and Ty Mello, man, they were really, I felt like gonna be two of the front runners to be a possible TBS champion, and of course, Ty went her way and you ain't see her for a while on TV. Then of course Anna Jay, she aligned herself with the JAS, so she's kind of doing her thing right now. But man, like you say, Anna Jay definitely came a long way from being number 99.
Yeah, most definitely that, man. But my boy Earl says Sky Blue came out looking like like Bella. Bella from who? Oh, why does Chairwood? What's that up? Hold on, there we go.
I'm thinking maybe one of the Bella twins, maybe.
I mean, okay, well then if he's saying that, then cool. I can see that. Which one though? I guess more like Nikki, but then again, Nikki look like Brie, and Brie look like Nikki.
see. Nikki just a little thicker of the two. That's all.
She is. No, Nikki always, she definitely is that.
You can look, but you can't touch. Right. Watching the TV as a franchise, say yeah.
Mm-hmm. Franchise was watching. Yeah, you was watching Total Divas, weren't you? I know it.
That boy said not Total Divas. Hell no.
Total. You was watching that shit. You was watching it.
Man, not at all. Not at all.
Not man. It's your birthday, man. It's your birthday, man. Yeah, man. You rock out how you want to rock out, bro.
Not at all. No, but you know what I am looking at? I'm looking at Anna Jay's shirt. Do you see it says "Eat Ass"?
Does it say "Eat Ass"?
It's got. It says "Eat," then it got a big ass peach right next to
it. Hi, eat that Anna Jay, baby. Yeah.
And you know what she say, man? She says she got a fat ass and a bad attitude. That's her catchphrase. So when I seen this shirt, I was dead just now.
I mean, hey, that's what Jungle Boy eating. That's
my boy,
eating them peaches.
I think you need to have a talk. You are full of shenanigans, sir. I think you need to have a talk with the one-on-one with the Redeemer. You need to be redeemed for your foolish ways.
I'm just saying, boy. Hey.
Oh man.
I bet if you ask Jungle Boy, what's his favorite fruit? Peaches. That's what it is. Peaches. That's all. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, the peach. Earl, you stupid.
No. Come on, man. Come on, big dog. Come on. You heard of the Georgia peach,
Earl. Come on, man. The peach is the peach.
The peach.
You see the peach.
You got the apple bottom, and then you got the peaches.
See, like right now, I'm about to get that pen. See, you see that peach.
Peach.
Best believe. Jungle Boy is eating peaches. So, with that being said, man, no, but we're gearing up. But like I said, we're gearing up for AEW Forbidden Door.
Yes, sir.
Today, quite a few handful of matches, man. Again, they got
I'm ready
versus Swerve Strickland tomorrow. So that look like that's going to be the main event. That's going to be a hell of a main event. We'll definitely talk about that Sunday. We'll talk about whatever happened on Collision, and we'll talk about whatever might got added for the pay-per-view when we go live. But yeah, right now, man, we're just hanging back. We got another 24 minutes left in the show. In the block party. So we're gonna sit here and just talk, man. We're just gonna talk wrestling, no matter what it is. We're gonna talk. We got it Forbidden Door coming up. We got Money in the Bank coming up. We got a lot. So with that being said, bro, how's your birthday? How's the end of your birthday night so far?
I mean, everything is good. Just found out that Taya Valkyrie just retweeted the GOW. Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not mad at that. I'll take that one from La Huerta Loca. Yes, sir. But no, man. Hey, look.
yeah. All right, Ty. We appreciate you. Shit,
Hey,
shit.
hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, hey, Sean.
holla at your
Huh?
boys. Holla at your
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah,
Holla at your
yeah.
boys.
Hop, hop on the GOW podcast. Because the GOW's for who? For everybody. But
Everybody. We don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. We
nah,
talking to
nah, nah,
everybody.
nah. Hey. From the mainstream to the independents, baby. You know
Right.
what it is. But
The
no,
only
man.
thing we ain't did that with the backyard wrestlers. That's it.
Come on, come on. Hey. By the way, Nick Gage. Yeah, come holler at us. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's a
Bring your
hell
light tubes and your pizza cutters.
That would be a hell of a conversation. Yeah, I don't even want to do an interview on Zoom on like this. I do not want to sit close to him where he can actually cook me. Really good. Really good. I want to be in the safety of my home and talk to him from here.
he said that way he can log off if he have to.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what? It's getting a little bit too crazy, man. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
Sky,
nah, man.
man.
But
Sky ain't bad, boy. Sky ain't bad, boy. You know.
bro, nah, bro. Hey, she wanna be she a young up and comer, man, early 20s,
Oh
I
yeah.
believe. You know. I will say this,
Ooh.
man. The influx of these young wrestlers right now, and I say young, I mean hell Jungle Boy when he first came in AEW, man, that boy was just coming out of diapers, you feel me?
Yeah, he had just walked off the stage from his graduation and into a wrestling ring.
Yeah, and I'm loving it though. I'm loving it because speaking of, you got the newest signee to AEW, Nick Wayne, who literally just turned 18. He's gonna, I think he already signed his AEW contract, but he's actually
Yeah.
technically been under AEW, not officially, since he was 17 years old, man. So Swerve Strickland, he's been giving the young kid a lot of praise. So them two kind of been going at it. So I'm looking forward to see, man. That's the one thing I say about AEW. AEW Tony Khan, he's such a wrestling savant that he'll put you on to a lot of guys and girls, man, where otherwise you probably would never even think of. I mean, I never in a million years would think, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and try to pretend like I'm the biggest AAA fan or Lucha Libre fan or New Japan fan.
I'm
So when
not.
he puts a
That's
guy
what I
like
love about AEW. I get to see these
yeah,
people, so I agree with you.
so when he put a guy like a Shibata in front of my face, when he put a woman like a Willow Nightingale in front of my face, when he puts a woman like a Britt Baker in front of my face, when he puts a guy like a Takeshita in front of my face, I could really, really appreciate it, man, because
I get to
okay,
understand. I know.
I,
I get.
I,
I get to. I get you. You get to understand why other people are marking out for this guy. Like, who is this dude?
yeah.
Why you? It makes you want to understand and see who he is more. And ooh, she got it. Sky Blue got the victory.
That's why I stopped
Ooh,
because Anna Jay
ooh,
had
she
the false
pinned
finish.
peaches. She pinned peaches. Oh, she got peaches.
Blue
Oh,
pen
she ate
peaches.
her up
I
too.
said blue
She ate
pen
her up.
peaches.
But man, Earl, you're a fool. But no, but that's what I like about AEW. And again, a young upstart like this, like you see,
Yeah,
like, and that's the difference. Where in WWE, it's like, man, yeah, I'm not saying she's got the best character, but you actually get to see these people wrestle a little bit more. Like hey, you wanna do this, but you got to be ready for this. So,
yeah,
and you get to see like women like this get an opportunity, and when there's something for them, you get to see them, and you can nitpick it all you want to, but at the end of the day, you can't say that WWE does it better because they do it with NXT, but what they do in NXT, it's that way now, but it wasn't that way before,
yeah,
and a lot of what AEW is doing and presenting new people and presenting new talent, up and coming, regardless they've just been in independence for like 15, 20 years, whatever. They're presenting these guys, and that's what's making WWE actually want to look back at people or give guys
right.
an opportunity because it's like, all right, damn, you know what? That actually would he could actually fit here. He would actually fit well here. So no,
Mm-hmm.
not to say that they're not going to try to go with what they got because they got to prove that they're the best and they can do it the best and they can produce the
Right.
best. But AEW is nowhere near on WWE's level, but it's the little things that they do and it helps me understand and learn new wrestlers that I might not see. And it's not that I don't want to see them. I just might not. There may not be nothing where I could see them on. So I appreciate that, and that's what makes me love and really enjoy doing our AEW shows. As
No,
my dog,
absolutely.
my baby girl just got home from work, so you have to excuse my dogs and they barking.
Hey man, it's all good, man. You know, you that hey, look, I've been over there in the trap. You feel me? I know, man. You know, boss man. Hey, look, it's two things boss man don't like. That's intruders coming in the house and people trying to pick them up. You know, I
Man,
understand
look at
that. I
hey,
get
bro, look, look.
it.
They're like,
hey,
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 look, you can sit
hey,
next to me, you
hey,
can pet me, but don't pick me up. I
hey. He
am
said,
not a baby.
hey. You know what's funny? Hey, he said, I'm a boy.
I am a man, sir. I am a man. I am not a boy.
hey, that boy turned quick, did he? My man's got offended.
He said, Earl said, he said, talk about peaches. Hey, peaches are good. They sweet and they juicy. Uh, oh man,
Peaches with the yeah.
what the what the double
Oh
yeah.
man.
You got that. Yeah, you got to give each each side his own yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you remember you remember when watching Kenny the Kill, like who likes orange soda? Hey, who likes peaches?
I like peaches.
We
Yeah,
all like peaches.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man. They're like, you
Oh,
want the truth? You can handle the truth.
nothing. I mean, nothing is better than who wants head. What does everybody want? Head. What does everyone need? Head. It's like, are we really saying
but,
that, bro, baby?
but you know the crazy part though, because he literally had a mannequin head, so he was like the way he was able to play that off is crazy.
And it was, but it's like, a deviant mind, of course, would have understood what the reference was, but anyone else would be like, "Oh my god, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he walking around with a mannequin?" It's like,
bro, you know what I was thinking about? Like, so because somebody one of my guys, man, he had tweeted at us on the page,
yeah, right,
and
right.
it
Appreciate
was
it,
Al
appreciate it.
Snow. It was an Al Snow meme. And they had the head, and then it was like he's like, "What does everybody want?" And I put a meme back with Al Snow shaking the fucking head, right? And the crazy part is, I'm thinking like, you know how wrestlers always got like they TSA stories about how like they go through TSA and they get their badge checked. People like, "What's this?" Can you imagine how many times people looked at this big burly ass man like, bro, why do you got a salon shop mannequin head in your
With
back?
head written on the forehead.
Like, what is
And
wrong
why you
with you?
got four of them, sir? Why is there four heads in this bag? what, what what are you doing, sir? What kind of fixation is this?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
trying to tell you. Could you imagine like Rico back in the day, bro? Like my man's got the whole get up in this bag, and I'm just like, oh Lord. Like just imagine me going to TSA and you got to search that. You looking like, what the hell you got going
Ooh,
on?
okay. Real quick, man, we got Nyla Rose versus Willow for the Owen Hart tournament. Miro's gonna talk.
Shit.
We got the 8-man tag match tomorrow in Collision. Will Hobbs will speak. We will learn who Darby Allin and Sting's partner are for Forbidden Door, and Swerve Strickland versus Tanahashi. And Brody King versus El Andre El Idolo. Oh, really? Are you giving it?
It's
Come
about to
on,
be
Tony. Why
on
you
like a
doing
pot of
this,
neck
Tony?
bone.
Damn it,
Hey,
Tony! Why you doing this to
you know
me?
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? We might just have to go live again, bro. We just might.
Ah,
We just might.
man,
Cause ain't no way in the hell we. Oh
ah,
no! God damn it! Never mind. I forgot. Tomorrow's something different.
yeah.
No,
Don't
no, no,
say
no,
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 man.
no,
We
no,
can't,
no,
we
no, no.
can't, man. Right
I
now they
forgot.
running
I
through the
forgot. I
card,
forgot.
man.
I forgot. I forgot. I forgot.
Right now they running through the
Aladdin,
card,
what's
man.
up, Aladdin?
What's going on? What up, Aladdin? What's going on, man? They say from Kansas
Yeah,
City to Missouri, man. Well, salute to you, Pippin. What's good? What's good? Oh man, we got all these matches, man. Oh my god, I expect
bruh.
good action. I expect a better opening. I'm not playing. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not joking. I like TK needs to redeem himself. and he needs to get
Yeah.
Adam Cole. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, hold on. They added Adam Cole. Hold on, wait a minute. They added some matches. You know what? We'll get to it Sunday. We'll get to it Sunday. We'll get to it Sunday. Nope. I'm a little too inebriated to really pay attention to right stuff now. But man, Tony Khan.
At least he's honest, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Dookie. We got Dookie versus I know.
He said we got Dookie.
I know. Is what Duke or Dukai? Dukai. We got Duke versus Jungle Boy and Jungle. Yeah. So
my boy said we got Boo Boo Streets.
It is that. See, Justin Roberts said Dookie. See, I wasn't wrong. See, I thought, normally I'd be messing up people's names, but see, nah. See, I wasn't wrong. Justin Roberts just confirmed it. He says, I hope Orange Cassidy doesn't win. Ooh, bro. Is it because you're at the point where you feel like he's done all he can, or you just not a fan of him?
I don't know, man. Because like me, I think Cass got another one left in him. That's just.
I mean,
that's just my thought.
Well, look, he's won over 20-something title defenses, and it's not like he hasn't been. Aladdin says not a fan.
Not a fan.
Respect.
Damn.
He's had enough title defenses, and the way they've been building him up is him being hurt and all this other stuff. It's like, all right, man, he can only get lucky so much. Like, you can't keep telling me he's just that lucky. Like, he's been lucky enough to where, all right, somebody's got to get this belt from him, man. So, as much as I think I did pick him to win. But there may be an option. I may change my mind by tomorrow. We'll see. But I can't go against Orange Cassidy. I like Orange Cassidy. I'm a fan of him. Plus, he's reached his ceiling. Which is why I think there's a loss has got to come.
Right.
It is Sunday. We'll see, Aladdin. We'll see, man. Make sure you join us live Sunday, man, if you can, bro. But Earl says Tuco trying to decide on giving live tomorrow on one devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. Man, look, but the only problem with it is, man, I don't think I'm gonna be back home in time tomorrow. That's why we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the bro's birthday weekend. He's got to kick it and do what he do, because we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it for about 3-4 hours with y'all Sunday for the block party. So that's the only reason for that. But I ain't lying though, boy. Boy, Tony didn't put that collision. He didn't put that 2-hour collision on that. Brody King versus Andrade. Like, okay. I want to see it. Tanahashi versus Swerve Strickland. Okay, cool. I want to see it. We about to get an 8-man tag with FTR, Ricky Starks, and CM Punk versus Bullet Club Gold and the Guns. Okay, you know what? I ain't mad at that.
Right. Cool. Sign me up.
Right, it's not bad. It's solid. I'm about to see a lot of people that I like, and I want to see. I want to see the people I like, and I want to see them fighting and having, doing something. So,
right.
But no, tomorrow is officially not a show. We will not have a show. We will though come on early enough. Well, we'll come on when the show comes on, and we'll talk about everything that happened that led up to whatever we need to talk about for the pay-per-view. So no, don't worry about that. But right now, man, we got Dookie going up against Jungle Boy. Man, right now Jungle Boy just whipped that boy into the guardrail really hard.
Hey, speaking of Dookie, man, he is not a Sonata. excuse me. He's not a fan of Jungle Boy. So we got that.
I can understand it. He wanted somebody he felt was gonna give him competition. He don't feel Jungle Boy is that guy yet. And I can respect that, because technically even though he did have a good showing for the AEW championship against MJF in the Fatal 4-Way.
Right.
Like he like it would be different if it was a former world champion of another, someone else. If it was someone else.
Right.
But Jungle Boy being that young up and comer, we want to see him go up against these type of guys. I mean, and this is the type of matchup that you need. You need to go up against somebody, and show that you can hang. You got to be able to hang at least. if you can't hang with the champ, bro, you don't deserve to be champion. I don't want to see you as champion if you can't hang with the champ. So he at least got to be able to hang with him, and if he can't hang with him, and I think that's what's gonna make Sonata kind of change his feeling. And if that's
Right,
the
right,
case,
right.
I'm okay with it because that means it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be like, yeah, I can do this. Give me the best of what you got, and we gonna get that. So I feel like Forbidden Door is just I don't want to put too much into it because I think I put too much into for Double or Nothing. I don't want to put too much into Forbidden Door. I'm looking at the matchups. I'm getting giddy like a schoolgirl. Don't get me wrong, but I need to see that first match. Tony's got to wow me with that first match. That first match got to keep me in it. It's got to have the crowd hot, and I mean the crowd actually hot. The action's got to be good, and I need a oh shit moment. Like it's just I'm asking for a lot, and I'm asking for that to be the start of the show. What the end of the
Yeah.
show is gonna be, because I think one of the marquee two matches that they announced first, I think uh I believe either Omega and Offspray will be the main event for the IWGP Championship. I think that'll be the main event if it don't
Right.
start. Um, and if it's not that, it could be Danielson and Okada.
Hmm.
We'll see. But I'm really hyped for Forbidden Door, and I just want to see all this talent. That just flat out, I want to see this talent.
I mean, yeah, I'm the same, man. I'm ready. Like I said, Forbidden Door last year was really good,
Forbidden
and that
floor.
was with Tony
Ooh,
Khan.
it's under the floor.
And Tony Khan last year, I mean, he had to make a lot of last second changes, a lot of last second audibles, and
Through
they
the
came out
injury.
great. Yeah, yeah, and, due to injury and just travel restriction and things like that. So he really had to reach in his bag, man, and he pulled out a lot of stops that nobody saw coming. And the fact that a lot of those matches didn't even have the proper build or anticipation for them because so many matches were changed at the last second due to unforeseen circumstances. Now that we got time to get a proper build, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. The CM Punk match was one of the ones that got changed because originally it was supposed to be him versus Kenta, but Kenta opted out. He decided not to go through with the match, so that's why CM Punk isn't facing Kenta. And if anybody knows anything about CM Punk and Kenta, the GTS is actually Kenta's finisher that CM Punk admitted to stealing back from his time in WWE. So you got that whole history with them two there. With that also being said, the Elite apparently, supposedly, allegedly, were not at any of the AEW tapings this week because once CM Punk is back, bro, I do not know. Nobody knows the full scope of the situation. But do you think? And I'm gonna ask this question a little prematurely because it's still only a week within this official return.
Mhm.
Do you think if the Elite decide or opt not to stay in AEW past their contracts, and Tony Khan indeed runs with CM Punk, do you think that's a loss on Tony Khan's part?
No. And part of the reason why I say no is because one of the reasons why they built the company that they built, along with Tony
Yeah.
Khan, was to give everybody that we see the opportunity that they're giving. So
Hmm.
you made, as far as I'm concerned, they've all made their mark in this company. When you think of the
Yes.
Elite, the Young Bucks, Paige, Cody, Hangman, they all made their mark in this company. They won all the titles. They held all the titles.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
Right.
outside the only title they haven't held really is the international championship. Cody had the TNT, Omega had the world title and the tag team. The Young Bucks won the tag team. Paige had the tag
Right.
team and the world title. So it's not like these guys have not enjoyed success. It's not like these guys have not come up, and it's not like people will forget that they were a part of the reason why the company came up. It wasn't just them, but they were definitely a part of it, and their decision in doing what they did helped facilitate that. That will
Right.
never be taken away. Like only a dumbass would think that way. But I will say I think it's story. I think
Mm.
it's story.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
one, um, controversy creates cash.
That yes.
We're gonna always say that because one of the great minds. Oh snap! Oh snap! Damn, Jungle Boy just took a shot through the table. Okay, okay, Dookie,
I,
you just took a
see. I
dump
see.
on
I
that
see. They
boy.
start going to Home Depot.
Man, he took a Dookie just took a dump on that boy Jungle Boy on the outside. All right,
He
okay.
said Dookie took a dumper.
Took a dump. But if the if it's not a work and these
Yeah.
guys are truly staying away, it kind of makes CM Punk's point
Yeah.
a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
even if people still feel like he's an asshole, that oh damn Dookie dropping it on Jungle Boy. Man, damn. Man,
Bruh, I'm
look up,
telling
man.
you,
He
bro.
doing
Hey,
something different.
hey, he out here. He out here.
Hey,
My boy said, Vikingo, I'm gonna give you a run for your money with this spot fest, boy.
right, right. I mean, but he doing more technical moves and just really making it look painful. um, I I see it being a work because if you're gonna give me a
Yeah.
CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, all right, I'm good with it. Thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. I can't say it enough. Please and thank you. But if you're telling me that these guys are really in their feelings about everything, mind you,
Yeah.
considering they got to come back, and not only did they get to come back, but they got to come back and win and do what they doing. Ain't nothing stopping them. If this dude being back, if whatever whatever was agreed upon once it was settled, and they're the ones acting like they want to be little what did CM Punk the softest cottonelle tissue? I mean, he didn't mean to say that, but you know, if that's how they want to act about it, I think that's a bad look for them because you shouldn't let this one man come in and run you out your company. Period.
Right, right, right.
And you help build this company. So even if you don't want to be bothered with him, you don't have to be bothered with him and still come do what you want to do. So
Right,
that's
right,
not.
right.
I don't feel like that's a. I don't feel like that's a valid enough excuse because I feel like at some point I feel like you kind of knew he was coming back. Like
Yeah.
you took time off, they took time off. Jungle Boy got the victory over Dookie. He had to wipe that boy out the flush him down the toilet. Yeah, I know that was bad. I know that was bad.
Hey, you try, man. You get an A for effort.
I tried it, but see when you acknowledge it, it takes away a little bit of this thing. Uh,
Yeah.
but I just think it's not really a good look for the Young Bucks if they really are tripping about it. Like you still had a part to play in that. Like that's my thing. You had a part to play in that. I'm not saying CM Punk didn't have a part, but it wasn't just all him. You had a part to play in that as we got Sonata who showed up. He showed up. Sonata showing up, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. Oh, that boy looking like
Oh,
$1,000,000.
come on. My boy
Now
said,
look at
stop
that true
playing with me.
blue. Oh, look at that
Yeah.
true blue he wearing there. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Wear that belt with pride, my boy. Oh yeah.
Come on. He said, put some RESCPCT on my name.
Fan service, man. Man, look, AEW is giving you fan service, man.
I
Like
mean, come
you end
on.
up
That's what
getting
Tony
matches.
Khan
You don't
do.
even you sometimes you didn't even know you asked for this match. It's like, again,
Yeah.
Tanahashi and Swerve Strickland. I didn't even know I asked for it. Didn't even know I really
Yeah.
wanted it, but we're getting it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My boy said he got that true blue. Yeah.
Yeah, that true blue. That boy a crip for real. Uh but yeah, man, no, I mean, yeah, this gonna be a nice little
That
forbidden
boy,
door match.
his name gonna be changed to Kripahashi.
Man, Kripahashi boy,
Kripanada.
Kripanada,
Kripanada.
Kripanada, baby. Ah man.
Serving at that Kripanada.
Hell nah, man. But Jungle Boy pulled out that victory, man. Like I said, he
Hey,
had
my
the
boy, hey, my boy gets all the bitches in Japan. Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
why. I see why that boy came out smooth. Boy, that boy came out clean. He came out clean. He came out sparkling, man. All right. My man had a little bit of a little sparkle to him when he walked through. It's like that belt hit the light, and then his whole body
Yeah.
just had an aura to him. It's like, damn,
Bing.
that's that Japanese oil. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's real. It's real out there, man. It's real out there. But
Come
no, man,
on.
not a bad show. But again, we know this is set up for Sunday, or at least till tomorrow, and then tomorrow's still set up for Sunday. So I want to
Right,
say,
right, right.
Wednesday was the go home, go home, go home show. Tonight was the go home show. Tomorrow will be the go home show.
Yeah.
Hey man, AW been on all weekend, man. Friday, Saturday,
All
Sunday.
week.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Tony Condon gave you a weekend of at least. He's about to give you a weekend of some good wrestling. I'm gonna be honest. And when you think about it like that, like if people find a reason to bitch and complain, you know what? Just die already. Like just I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry to say
right.
that. I'm just
Hey,
cool to sorry to be
no, no, no.
like
Hey,
that.
what Carmelo Hayes say? Rest in piss to all my ops.
I mean, man, come on, man. What more? I can understand you can have a critiqueness to something or whatnot, but bruh,
Yeah,
Tony Khan finna give us a whole bunch of matchups and wrestling things that
yeah.
I will say, dare say, I know WWE would not have booked half of this. Like I know they wouldn't have booked half of this. So it's like, bruh, I'm getting matchups and matches I didn't even realize I wanted. I didn't even realize I wanted those matches. I didn't realize
Yep.
it's like, dude, I knew I wanted to see this matchup this much. So
Right, right, right.
again, if you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna appreciate it. Earl says TK better bring it this weekend. He's the only sporting attraction. He
Yes,
is, which is
sir.
why that's why I'm saying like he's got to bring it. It's Forbidden Door. You got all these international matchups with New Japan and AEW, and you got matchups people want. Some of these matchups we wanted last year and we didn't get it for injuries or travel or whatever, and we getting it now. Like
Right, right,
you
right.
gotta kill with that first match. You gotta kill with that last match. Though whatever that first and last match is, they gotta kill. Everything else in the middle, it'll just it's just it'll fill the show. But overall, before we get out of here, man, so my man can enjoy the rest of his birthday and enjoy the rest of his weekend before Sunday before we kick it. Um, yeah, make sure to play the music. I was about to say, man, nobody sound too quiet, man. We need the music, man. It's a block party.
I got you.
But I truly am gonna be thankful for this weekend that I get to see some matchups of certain quality of people that I'm pretty sure I would have never got to see in WWE. So thank you, TK. Appreciate you. Everything wasn't perfect, but damn it, you come through for me Sunday, man. Man, once again, you a bro for life, and it is what it is. Baby, can I get that bottle one more time? Oh, right, there he is. So, bro, that being said,
Yeah.
I think we talked enough talk about wrestling. I think we talked enough about SmackDown and the Tribal Chief and the bloodline of the Usos. We talked enough about the Forbidden Door. But what we can't talk enough about, man, is my boy turning 30 years old. So again, my
Yes, sir.
guy,
Yes, sir.
salute to you, man. From the king to the Tribal Chief, man, I salute to you, man. And let me be clear, you only get just one day a year. All right. Now for the rest of the year, it's gonna be some other words, but I won't say them because I think I said enough. But I appreciate you, man. I enjoy doing what I do, man, and I wish you a good weekend, bro.
Man, as always, I will take a shot with you, but I didn't drink enough, and I got to be up in the AM. With that being said, yes, sir, yes, sir. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Dirty 30 Block Party Special. And as always, man, I didn't want to do this any other way than to be out here with my bro talking to the people. And with that being said, man, until Sunday, we'll see y'all when we see you. And guess what? If you haven't already, make sure to check out that interview we just did with that boy Nick Aldis. Now I can get out of here. Now that I said my piece. And from me to y'all, later.